From Simon & Schuster Audio. Lost Boys. Why Our Sons Turn Violent and How We Can Save Them. By James Garbarino, Ph.D. Read by Cotter Smith with an introduction by the author. Dr. Garbarino.
Youth violence is spreading across America. Until recently, acts of lethal youth violence were mostly confined to certain parts of the United States, most notably the war zone neighborhoods of New York, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, Houston, and other big cities. As a society, we have become numb or indifferent to this fact of life. But in 1998, when young boys in Pearl, Mississippi, Paducah, Kentucky, Jonesboro, Arkansas, and Springfield, Oregon went on shooting sprees aimed at their classmates, they made headlines across the country and around the world. And as I record these words, memorial services are still being held for victims of the shooting rampage at Columbine High School in Littleton, Colorado. This most recent tragedy, 13 high school students and one teacher shot down by 2 students who then committed suicide, is the worst school shooting case in the country, for now. These dramatic acts of violence provoked anger and dismay across the United States, in part because while we have become accustomed to lethal violence among inner-city, impoverished minority youth, we are stunned to see it happen in the heartland of America, where such killings seem particularly senseless. People want to know why this tragedy is happening and what they can do to stop it from happening to their kids or the kids in their community. What you're listening to is my effort to make sense of senseless youth violence. In writing these words, I have listened to the words of violent youth themselves and have attempted to make sense of what they have to say through the lens of the latest child development research. But I don't stop there. I go on to use that understanding as the basis for proposing strategies to prevent youth violence, when possible, and to rehabilitate violent teenagers when prevention fails, as it sometimes does no matter how much we invest in efforts to teach nonviolence to our children. For more than 25 years, I have been studying violence and its impact on children and youth in the United States and around the world. I relied on these early years of study to prepare in 1994 for a segment on NBC's
Sample complete. Ready to continue?